Welcome to the Planisware MedTech Horizon series. Episode 3 will focus on cost management. Roger, the CFO of BioFuture, is sitting across from Tom, the head of PMO. They are engaged in a budgeting discussion to determine how BioFuture can cut costs.
Hi, Tom. With the governance meeting coming up, we should come up with some cost-saving options that leadership can act on. Could you show me some tools we can use to make these kind of decisions?
Absolutely. I can think of 3 different reports in Planisware that you can leverage. Let's start with the Portfolio Forecast Report. Planisware allows us to visualize the forecast by quarter for one or multiple portfolios, as well as color code the data by project. Here we are looking at the MedTech portfolio.
Is this a snapshot of our portfolio data?
Actually, Roger, this data is live. Planisware is able to consolidate data throughout the system to create meaningful reports at the portfolio level. We can see here for Q3 2023, we are over budget. Let's see what we can do about that. I'm going to focus on project MVI 253, which seems to have significant spend in this time period. Let's drill down.
Tom, it looks like this project has been terminated early. There shouldn't be a forecast associated with this project, right?
Great question. That's exactly what I wanted to show you. It's possible that the PM has not had the chance to remove the remaining forecast after the project was terminated. In this case, we can use what we call data quality audit, which will highlight issues or gaps within the data. Let's move over to the schedule and take a look. We can see the audit window here, and from the Gantt page, PMs can make sure they are following the best practices that we put in place. We can see that indeed there are terminated activities that still have forecast.
That's a great tool. This will significantly improve the accuracy of our forecast.
Next on the agenda is taking a look at our year-to-date plan versus actuals report at the portfolio level. This report highlights gaps, delays, and overspend, making it a great tool to identify potential red flags that need investigation.
You're right. I'm noticing here that we have a few projects that have far less actuals than we would expect at this time of year. How do we address this kind of situation?
Great question, Roger. The PMs have put together different project-level scenarios to address this issue. These will be available during the creation of our annual operating plan, allowing us to determine the effect of a project scenario on the portfolio. Let's review them together. Here we are looking at the different versions that have been created for this project. Let's focus on the one titled Outsource Project. We can see that by outsourcing the work, we can cut costs and still execute the project. Versions in Planisware can be created on the fly. They are a great tool for figuring out different ways to cut costs without terminating a project.
This is great, Tom. Having these available for portfolio planning will save us a lot of time spent on back and forth. Is there a way for us to verify how accurate our forecasts are?
Yes, Monte Carlo analysis should address that. This chart shows us the result of a Monte Carlo simulation, in which the system iterates over project data, selected by the user to find the most likely outcome. For example, here we are looking at the level of confidence we have in the project end date.
It looks like this project has a minimum and maximum end date that are a year apart. How do we know which one is accurate?
Planisware will compute that for us. We can see here that we are 95% sure the project will end by October 5th, 2024.
This is very helpful. Because we are cutting costs, I want to prioritize projects that will provide revenue sooner rather than later.
Roger and Tom demonstrated how Planisware can enhance collaboration between finance and the business and provide the right tools to optimize budget usage and even cut costs when necessary. Good data quality, trend analysis, and the Monte Carlo simulation can help improve forecast quality and identify underperforming projects or future initiatives that might be too risky. This data is essential for portfolio prioritization, which will be covered in the next episode of this Horizon series. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at planisware.com.